Hello, my wonderful friends, and welcome. Have you ever tasted food so delicious and full of love that you wanted to share it with the world? Have you ever had a passion so bright inside you that you felt it could warm people's hearts? If only you could find a way to share it? Today, I want to tell you a story just like that. It's a story about a kitchen, a dream that crossed oceans, and the magic of learning a new language. This is the story of Rena's recipe for success. In a small, colorful house filled with the sweet and spicy scents of cardamom and cinnamon, lived a young woman named Rena. Rena's heart belonged to her kitchen. It was not a big, modern kitchen. It was a cozy, warm place, and it was her favorite place in the world. The walls were painted a sunny yellow, and on shelves sat jars of all shapes and sizes, filled with spices that looked like colorful sand, deep red chili powder, bright yellow turmeric, and earthy brown cumin. For Rena, these were not just spices, they were her paints, and her cooking pot was her canvas. Rena's love for cooking was a gift from her grandmother. When Rena was a little girl, she would stand on a small stool next to her grandmother, watching her wise, gentle hands work their magic. Her grandmother never measured anything. She cooked with her heart, with feeling and with love. She would tell Rena, "My dear, this food is more than just food. It is our history. It is the story of our family. In every pinch of spice, there is a memory." Rena held these words close to her heart. After her grandmother passed away, Rena continued cooking her recipes. Every time she cooked, she felt her grandmother's presence with her, smiling in the warm steam rising from the pot. Rena's friends and family told her that her cooking was special. "Rena, you must share this with the world," her best friend said one day after eating a delicious plate of biryani. "Your food tastes like a hug. People everywhere would love it." A small seed of an idea was planted in Rena's mind. What if she could? What if she could share her grandmother's legacy? She thought about creating a YouTube channel. She could record herself cooking and share the recipes, the stories, and the love with people far away. The idea made her feel excited and a little bit scared. She took a deep breath and decided to try. She set up her small phone on a stand in her kitchen. She prepared all the beautiful ingredients for her grandmother's famous chicken curry. She started the recording. She smiled at the camera, a warm, genuine smile. But when she opened her mouth to speak, a huge problem stood in front of her like a wall. She wanted to reach the world, and the language of the world was English. She knew some words, but she could not explain the soul of her cooking in English. How could she describe the magic her grandmother spoke of? How could she explain the importance of roasting the spices just right? Her heart sank. She turned off the camera, feeling defeated. The beautiful ingredients on her counter seemed to mock her. The dream felt too big, and the wall of English felt too high. But that evening, as she sat quietly, she remembered her grandmother's voice. "My dear, every great meal starts with one small step, one pinch of spice." This brings me to our very first tip, a lesson from Rena's kitchen. Start with what is around you. You don't need to go far away to start learning. Your own home, your own room, is your first classroom. Rena looked around her kitchen. It was filled with things she knew and loved. The next day, she took a pen and small pieces of paper. She went to her spice rack. She knew the word for salt. She wrote SALT on a piece of paper and stuck it on the salt jar. She did the same for sugar. Then, she used her phone to look up the English word for turmeric. She wrote turmerics and stuck it on the yellow spice jar. She did this for every single spice, every vegetable in her basket, and every tool in her kitchen. Her kitchen was soon covered in little paper signs. Onion, garlic, spoon pot. It looked funny, but every time she reached for something, she saw the English word. She said the word out loud. I need a spoon. I will chop the onion. She was turning her kitchen into her personal English school. So, my advice to you is to start where you are. Label the things in your room. The window, the door, the bed, the book. This simple action brings English into your daily life. It makes learning natural and easy. This brings us to our next important tip. Connect learning to your passion. Learning a new language can feel like a chore if you are learning boring things. But when you connect it to something you love, it becomes a joyful adventure. For Rena, her passion was cooking. So, she focused her English learning completely on food. This made her excited to learn. She was not just learning random words, she was learning the words that would help her share her dream. She made a special notebook. She called it My Recipe Book of Words. In this book, she wrote down every new food word she learned. She learned that the bubbling sound in a pot is called simmering. She learned that the quick frying of spices is called auting. These words were exciting to her. They were the keys to unlocking her grandmother's recipes for the world. Learning the difference between baking, frying, and roasting was as exciting as discovering a new secret ingredient. So, think about what you love. Do you love sports? Learn the English words for your favorite teams and players. Do you love music? Learn the English lyrics to your favorite songs. When you learn about things you are passionate about, you will learn faster and remember more. Rena started reading simple recipes in English online. She would search for easy chicken curry recipe. She would read how other people wrote their recipes. This taught her the structure of writing instructions. She learned the importance of simple, clear action words, the verbs of cooking, words like mix, add, cover, cook, and serve. She once read a blog post where a woman wrote about a recipe from her own grandmother. The story was so full of love and emotion. Rena felt a connection to this writer on the other side of the world. Reading this story made her feel less alone. It made her realize that food and love are universal languages, and English could be the bridge. So, read what you enjoy. If you like fashion, read fashion blogs. If you like technology, read tech news. Reading should be a pleasure, not a punishment. The day finally came when Rena felt ready to make her first real video. She was nervous. Her hands were trembling, but she thought of her grandmother and her dream. She followed our next tip. Use visuals to tell your story. A picture is worth 1,000 words, and in video, your actions can speak for you. In her first video, Rena spoke very little. She smiled warmly at the camera, and then she let her hands do the talking. The camera focused on her hands as she skillfully chopped the garlic, as she dropped the whole spices into the hot oil. As they sizzled and released their beautiful aroma, she added simple text on the screen for each ingredient, Just like the labels in her kitchen, 2 onions chopped, 1 tablespoon ginger garlic paste. She used gestures, like giving a thumbs up when something smelled good. The video was simple, but it was beautiful. It was filled with the love and care she put into her cooking. She uploaded it, her heart beating fast. This shows that you don't need to be a perfect speaker to communicate. Use pictures, use gestures, use what you have. Let your passion shine through, and people will understand. After you have made something, you must share it. This brings us to a new skill, writing. Writing helps you organize your thoughts and communicate clearly. For her first video, Rena needed to write a description. This was a new challenge. She started small. She just wrote the ingredient list and the steps, just as she had practiced. Ingredients: chicken, onion, tomato. Method: 1. Heat oil in pot. 2. Add onions. It was simple, but it was clear. As she made more videos, she started to write a little more. She would add 1 sentence at the beginning. This is my grandmother's special recipe. I hope you love it. Writing helped her to connect with her viewers even before they watched the video. So, start writing small things. Write a comment on a YouTube video in English. Write a short post on social media. Every sentence you write makes you a better communicator. Rena's journey was not a straight line. It was filled with ups and downs. This is where our next tip is so important. Be prepared for challenges and be patient with yourself. Learning anything new is hard, and you will have moments of doubt. A few weeks after she posted her first video, she got her first negative comment. Someone wrote, "Your accent is so thick. Can't understand you." Rena's heart shattered. The one thing she was most afraid of had happened. She felt ashamed. She wanted to delete her channel and hide forever. She cried. But then, she looked at the little yellow spice jars in her kitchen. She thought about her grandmother's struggle and how she never gave up. Rena told herself, "My accent is a part of my story. It is a part of where I come from. It is not something to be ashamed of." She decided to leave the comment there. An hour later, something amazing happened. Another person replied to the negative comment. They wrote, "Her accent is beautiful. It's real. And the recipe looks amazing. Thank you for sharing." Rena's tears of sadness turned into tears of joy. She learned that for every one person who misunderstands, there are many more who will appreciate you. So, be patient with your progress and be kind to yourself when you face challenges. Your journey is unique, and your voice is valuable. To keep growing, it is good to have a friend on your journey. A dictionary is that friend. Our next tip is, make the dictionary your best friend. A dictionary doesn't just give you meanings, it gives you power. Whenever Rena wanted to describe a taste or a smell, she found it difficult. Was the dish hot or spicy? Was the aroma good or fragrant? She started using an online dictionary on her phone. She would look up a word like delicious. The dictionary would tell her it meant very pleasant to taste. But it would also give her other, more interesting words, like tasty, scrumptious, delectable. She would write these new, beautiful words in her notebook. In her next video, instead of just saying it's good, she would say, with a big smile, "This is scrumptious." Using new, exciting words made her feel more professional and made her videos more attractive. So, don't be afraid to use a dictionary. Be curious about words. Each new word you learn is a new color you can use to paint your thoughts. As her confidence grew, Rena was ready for the next step, celebrating small wins. It is so important to recognize your progress, no matter how small. This keeps you motivated. One day, Rena received a comment on her video from a woman in Brazil. The woman wrote, "I made your chicken curry for my family tonight, and they loved it. It was my first time cooking food from your country. Thank you so much for sharing a piece of your home with us." Rena read the comment 10 times. A woman in Brazil, someone on the other side of the world, had cooked her grandmother's recipe. This was the dream. It was happening. It was not thousands of viewers. It was just one family. But it meant the world to her. She printed out the comment and stuck it on her kitchen wall, right next to her spice rack. This one comment was her trophy. It reminded her why she started this journey. So, celebrate every small victory. Did you learn 5 new words? Celebrate. Did you have a short conversation in English? Celebrate. These small wins are the fuel that will keep your engine running. Finally, as Rena's English got better, she unlocked the most beautiful part of her journey. This is our final and most important tip. Share your story. People connect with stories more than anything else. Rena started to do more than just list ingredients and instructions. She started sharing the memories associated with the food. While cooking a lentil soup, she told her viewers, "My grandmother always made this for us on rainy days. She said it was like a bowl of sunshine to chase the clouds away." While making a sweet dessert, she shared, "This was our special birthday dessert. My grandmother would let me stir the milk, and she would tell me to make a wish." By sharing these stories, she wasn't just a chef on a screen anymore. She was a friend, sharing a piece of her heart. Her viewers loved it. They started sharing their food memories in the comments. Rena had done it. She had built a community, a global family, all connected by food and stories. English was the bridge that made it all possible. So, as we come to the end of our story, we see that Rena's kitchen started as a small room in her home. But by learning English, she opened its doors to the world. She didn't become a perfect English speaker overnight. She did it step by step, with patience, passion, and a lot of love. Her journey shows us that when you connect learning to your heart, nothing is impossible. Your passion, whatever it may be, art, music, technology, gardening, has a story behind it. Learning English can be the key that helps you share that beautiful story with people across the globe. Thank you for listening to Rena's story. I hope it has warmed your heart and inspired you. Now, I would love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, what is the one passion you would love to share with the world? Thank you for being here. Keep cooking, keep learning, and keep sharing your unique flavor with the world.